If you've opened character.ai lately, you've probably noticed something feels different. Maybe the characters sound generic now. Maybe the responses feel shorter, safer, more careful. Maybe you came back after a few months away and felt like you were using a completely different app. You're not imagining it. Character.ai didn't just change. Something happened. To understand what happened, you have to understand what character.ai used to be. In 2023, this platform was unlike anything else on the internet. You could spend 3 hours debating philosophy with Socrates. You could go on a noir detective adventure with a chain-smoking gumshoe who actually had personality. You could vent to a comforting listener who never got tired and somehow knew the right thing to say. And the characters were different. The sarcastic ones were sarcastic. The kind ones were kind. The dangerous ones were dangerous. Every conversation felt like talking to a real, distinct person on the other side of the screen. At its peak, character.ai had over 20 million monthly users. People weren't just chatting with it, they were building relationships with characters they made up themselves. It was magic. And then in 2024, something changed. In 2024, families filed lawsuits against character.ai. The lawsuits alleged the platform had caused serious harm to minors. These weren't small cases. They made national news. CBS, NBC, 60 Minutes. In January 2026, Google and character.ai settled with the families. The terms weren't made public, but what came after the settlement is what changed everything. First, they replaced the AI model. The new one was nicknamed Pipsqueak by the community, built for safety and speed instead of creativity. This is why characters started sounding the same. The sarcastic ones got polite, the edgy ones got soft, the funny ones got boring. The model wasn't being creative anymore. It was being careful. Then came the filters. Content restrictions so aggressive that users started getting banned for things that had nothing to do with anything dangerous. People reported getting flagged for mentioning a jewelry store or for their character playing tag. You couldn't make this up if you tried. Then the copyright purges. Disney, Warner Brothers, NBC sent cease and desists. Thousands of fan-made characters got deleted overnight. Users called it the moderated apocalypse. Whole communities lost characters they'd spent months building. Then age verification. To use most of the platform, users now have to upload a government ID or a face scan to a third-party company called Persona, which earlier this year had over 50 megabytes of its source code leaked on a public server. Which is how you ended up with an AI app that needs your government ID to chat with a robot that can't remember your name. And then came the monetization. Mid-chat ads. Microtransactions called charms. A social feed nobody asked for. So that's where we are. A platform that used to feel like a creative playground now feels like a heavily moderated waiting room. Same name, same logo, completely different experience. Character.ai didn't die. It just stopped being character.ai. If you're here because you opened character.ai recently and wondered where the magic went, it didn't disappear from AI. It just disappeared from this particular platform. Personally, I moved to a platform called Withmai. Real personality, real memory, voice calls that actually sound like a person. No filters, no ID verification, no ads. It's the closest thing I've found to what 2023 character.ai felt like. Links in the description if you want to check it out. Anyway, that's the story. Now you know what happened.